Good day, everyone. Today, I have a PowerPoint presentation. It's all about what is research, definition, methods, types, and examples. What is research? A careful consideration of study regarding a particular concern or problem using scientific methods. According to the American sociologist Earl Robert Babbie, research is a systematic inquiry to describe, explain, predict, and control the observed phenomenon. Research involves inductive and deductive methods. Inductive research methods are used to analyze an observed event. Deductive methods are used to verify the observed event. Inductive approaches are associated with qualitative research, and deductive methods are more commonly associated with quantitative research. Research is conducted with a purpose to understand what do organization or business really want to find out? What are the processes that need to be followed to chase the idea? What are the arguments that need to be built around a concept? What is the evidence that will be required for people to believe in the idea or concept? Characteristics of research. Number one, a systematic approach must be followed for accurate data. Rules and procedures are an integral part of the process that set the objective. Researchers need to practice ethics and a code of conduct while making observations or drawing conclusions. Research is based on logical reasoning and involves both inductive and deductive methods. Third, data or knowledge that is derived is in real time from actual observations in natural settings. Number 4. There is a deep analysis of all data collected so that there are no anomalies associated with it. Number 5. Research creates a path for generating new questions. Existing data helps create more opportunities for research. Number 6. Research is analytical in nature. It makes use of all the available data so that there is no ambiguity in inference. Number 7. Accuracy is one of the most important aspects of research. The information that is obtained should be accurate and true to its nature. For example, laboratories provide a controlled environment to collect data. Accuracy is measured in the instruments used, the calibrations of instruments or tools, and the final results of the experiment. What are the types of research? Basic research. A basic research definition is data collected to enhance knowledge. The main motivation is knowledge expansion. It is non-commercial research that doesn't facilitate in creating or inventing anything. For example, an experiment to determine a simple fact. Applied research focuses on analyzing and solving real-life problems. This type refers to the study that helps solve practical problems using scientific methods. Studies play an important role in solving issues that impact the overall well-being of humans. For example, finding a specific cure for a disease. Problem oriented research. As the name suggests, oriented research is conducted to understand the exact nature of a problem to find out relevant solutions. The term problem refers to multiple choices or issues when analyzing a situation. For example, revenue of a car company has decreased by 12% in the last year. The following could be the probable causes. There is the optimum production, poor quality of a product, no advertising, or economic conditions. Problem solving research. This type of research is conducted by companies to understand and resolve their own problems. The problem solving method uses applied research to find solutions to the existing problems. Qualitative research is a process that is about inquiry. It helps create in-depth understanding of problems or issues in their natural settings. This is a non-statistical method. Qualitative research is heavily dependent on the experience of the researchers and the questions used to probe the sample. The sample size is usually restricted to 6 to 10 people. Open ended questions are asked in a manner that encourages answers that lead to another questions or group of questions. The purpose of asking open ended questions is to gather as much information as possible from the sample. The following are the methods used for qualitative research. 1. One-to-one interview. Number 2. Focus groups. Number 3. Ethnographic research. Number 4. Content or text analysis. Text analysis. 5. Case study research. Quantitative research. Qualitative research is a structured way of collecting data and analyzing it to questions. Unlike qualitative methods, this method uses a computational and statistical process to collect and analyze data. Quantitative data is all about numbers. Quantitative research involves a larger population. More people means more data. With more data to analyze, you can obtain more accurate results. This method uses close-ended questions because the researchers are typically looking to gather statistical data. Online surveys, questionnaires, and polls are preferable data collection tools used in quantitative research. There are various methods of deploying surveys of questionnaires. Online surveys allow survey creators to reach large amounts of people or smaller focus groups of for different types of research that meet different goals. Survey respondents can receive surveys on mobile phones, in emails, or can simply use the internet to access surveys. What is the purpose of research? Number 1. Exploratory. As the name suggests, exploratory research is conducted to explore a group of questions. The answers and analytics may not offer a final conclusion to the perceived problem. It is conducted to handle new problem areas which haven't been explored before. This exploratory process lays the foundation for multi-classic research and data collection. Descriptive. Descriptive research focuses on expanding knowledge on current issues through a process of data collection. Descriptive studies are used to describe the behavior of a sample population. In a descriptive study, only one variable is required to conduct the study. The three main purposes of descriptive research are describing, explaining, and validating the findings. For example, a study conducted to know if top-level management leaders in the 21st century possesses the moral right to receive a huge sum of money from the company profit. Explanatory research or causal research is conducted to understand the impact of certain changes in existing standard procedures. Conducting experiments is the most popular form of causal research. For example, a study conducted to understand the effect of rebranding on customer loyalty. To understand the characteristics of research design using research purpose, here is a comparative analysis. Research approach used. Research conducted through. When is it conducted? Exploratory research. Unstructured. Asking research questions. Early stages of decision making. Descriptive research. Structured. Asking research questions. Later stages of decision making. Explanatory research, highly structured by using research hypotheses, later stages of decision making. What is research methods? Research method is defined as the tools or instruments used to accomplish the goals and attributes of a study. Think of the methodology is as a systematic processes in which the tools or instruments will be employed. There is no use of at all if it is not being used efficiently. Research begins by asking the right questions and choosing an appropriate method to investigate the problem. After collecting answers to your questions, you can analyze the findings or observation to draw appropriate conclusions. Types of research methods. Qualitative research methods. Qualitative research is a method that collects data using conversational methods. Participants are asked open ended questions. The responses collected are essentially non numerical. This method not only helps a researcher understand what participants think but also why they think a particular way. Types of qualitative methods include one-to-one interview. This interview is conducted with one participant at a given point in time. One-to-one interviews need a researcher to prepare questions in advance. The researcher asks only the most important questions to the participant. This type of interview lasts anywhere between 20 minutes to half an hour. During this time, the researcher collects as many meaningful answers as possible from the participants to draw inferences. Focus groups. Focus groups are small groups comprising of around 6 to 10 participants who are usually experts in the subject matter. A moderator is assigned to a focus group who facilitates the discussion amongst the group members. A moderator's experience in conducting the focus group plays an important role. An experienced moderator can prove the participants by asking the correct questions that will help them collect a sizable amount of information related to the research. Ethnographic research. Ethnographic research is a deep form of research where people observe in the natural environment. Without this method is demanding due to the necessity of a researcher entering a natural environment of other people. Geographic locations can be a constraint as well. Instead of conducting interviews, a researcher experiences the normal setting and daily life of a group of people. Text analysis. Text analysis is a little different from other qualitative methods as it is used to analyze social constructs by decoding words through any available form of documentation. The researcher studies and understands the context in which the documents are written and then tries to draw meaningful inferences from it. Researchers today follow activities on a social media platform to try and understand patterns of thoughts. Case study. Case study research is used to study an organization or entity. This method is one of the most valuable options for modern. This type of research is used in fields like the education sector, philosophical studies, and physiological studies. This method involves a deep dive into ongoing research and collecting data. Quantitative research methods. Quantitative methods deal with numbers and measurable forms. It uses a systematic way of investigating events or data. It is used to answer questions in terms of justifying relationship with measurable variables to either explain, predict, or control a phenomenon. There are three methods that are often used by researchers. Survey research. The ultimate goal of survey research is to learn about a large population by deploying a survey. Today, online surveys are popular as they are convenient and can be sent in email or made available in the internet. In this method, a researcher designs a survey with the most relevant survey questions and distributes the survey. Once the researchers receive responses, they summarize them. They summarize them to tabulate meaningful findings and data. Descriptive research. Descriptive research is a method which identifies the characteristics of an observed phenomenon and collects more information. This method is designed to depict the participants in a very systematic and accurate manner. In simple words, descriptive research is all about describing the phenomenon, observing it, and drawing conclusions from it. Correlational research. Correlational research examines the relationship between two or more variables. Consider a researcher is studying a correlation between cancer and married. Married women have a negative correlation with cancer. In this example, there are two variables, cancer and married women. When we say negative correlation, it means women who are married are less likely to develop cancer. However, it doesn't mean that marriage directly avoids cancer. Identifying research methodology. Find out the needs of your clients, know their preferences, and understand what is important to them. Find an appropriate way to make your customers aware of your products and services. Find ways to improve your products or services to suit the needs of your customers. Set your goals. Consider the client's To choose the appropriate types of research, you need to clearly identify the objectives. Some objectives to take into consideration for your business include: set your goals. Consider the client's objectives and define those that identify with yours. Make sure that you set SMART goals and objectives. Do not presume the results of your surveys. Plan your research. Good planning allows the use of creative and logical approaches to select the methods that gather the most accurate information. Your plan will be influenced by the type and complexity of the information you need, the skills of your market research team, and how soon you need the information. Your budget also plays a large role in your ability to collect data. Collect and collate your results. Make a list of how you are going to carry out the research process, the data you need to collect, and collection methods. This will help you keep track of your processes and make sense of your findings. It will also allow you to verify that your research accurately reflects the opinions of your clients and your market. Create a record table with the consumer research activity, the necessary data, the methods for data collection, the steps to follow for data analysis. It is important to obtain the information about how the collection of customer information was carried out and to ensure that your data is valid, founded, logical, rigorous, and impartial, accurate, free of errors and including required details, reliable, that can be reproduced by other people who investigate in the same way, timely, current and collected within an appropriate time frame, complete, includes all the data you need to support your business decisions. Analyze and understand your research. Analysis of data can vary from simple and direct steps to technical and complex processes. Adopt an approach and choose the method of data analysis based on the methods you have carried out. Keep the findings ready. Choose a spreadsheet that allows you to easily enter your data. If you do not have a large amount of data, you should be able to manage them with the use of basic tools available in service software. If you have collected more complete and complex data, you may have to consider using specific programs or tools that will help you manage your data. Review and interpret the information to draw conclusions. Once you have gathered all the data, you can scan your information and interpret it to draw conclusions and make informed decisions. You should review the data and then identify the main trends and issues, opportunities and problems you observe. Write a sentence describing each one. Keep track of the frequency with which each of the main findings appears. Make a list of your findings from the most common to the least common. Evaluate a list of the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats that have been identified in a SWOT analysis. Prepare conclusions and recommendations about your research. Choose some strategies that will help you improve your business. Act on your strategies. Look for gaps in information and consider doing additional research if necessary. Plan to review the results of the research and consider efficient strategies to analyze and dissect results for interpretation. Thank you for watching and listening. This is me, Darren Polo A. Asuncion.